All right, hello, what's up? It's Gokumo, and tonight I'm going to be playing Pokemon Trading Card Game 2. Even though originally that this wasn't the plan. I was supposed to do kickboxing today. I probably would have either just now been getting home from kickboxing or, showering and then probably just call it a night. Well, like chill and watch TV, but definitely I wouldn't have been playing video games. But that didn't happen because I go into work today and they told me that like last Friday, like someone called the office letting them know that like there was like a gas person, like a gas maintenance person um that was coming in who needed to check like I guess like my pipeline and stuff, make sure like nothing was leaking. Um but no one told me that day. Because I was not there. I was I was at another school, and they came by like after 5, but because like no one like tried to relay a message to me or anything, um um whoever showed up like it's like I wasn't fucking here because like I went out to dinner. And so today I go to work, and that's what they told me what happened. And they're like, okay, they're gonna stop by today after 5, and it's like, fuck. And you're probably like, well, you could just go to Kickbox Sandwich. Yeah, except that like where I go do kickboxing at, it's like almost an hour away from me. Well, not okay, not quite that much. No, not quite that much. Okay, maybe it's like closer to 30 minutes. But the problem is that I would have to be, because by the time he showed up, like it wasn't even like 5. Like it was closer to like 5:30 by the time he showed up. And he was here for at least like a good like 20 minutes or so. Like maybe like 20 minutes. So by the time like I would have left to get going, it would have been almost 6, and traffic really sucks. Around this time, like, as does the rest of the world. So, it would have taken my like um 30-minute ish something trip, and just it would have made it a lot longer. And then I probably wouldn't get there till like almost 6:30, and then I would have been there till like 8:30. And yeah, like I would have been getting home like really late, and fuck that. Hello, 001's Dream Hub. How's it going? But anyways, but yeah, so no kickboxing for me tonight, and that's why I just said fuck it out. I guess I'll just stream today. So, playing the Pokemon trading card game too. Last time we streamed yesterday, got the fire coin, and now the next gym, or in this game's case, fortress we have to go to is the fighting fortress. And the fighting fortress is making us do work in order to fight some people before we fight the actual gym leader or fortress leader, whatever. So I had to go through like a maze or a labyrinth to get to the next person I gotta face. So then I face this person and the next person. I got it sounds like I gotta do the same thing. So, but we're about like halfway through. Yeah, because I have like four of the coins. So hopefully after tonight I'll have the fifth, and maybe if I'm lucky, I'll have a sixth. All right. So, anyways, um, yeah, I don't really have anything much to talk about. I know yesterday I was talking a bit about um this this girl that I don't know for sure if she's interested in me or not. She's done things, um not like huge gestures or anything like that, but it's like um I don't know. It's just by some of her actions, like, kind of just showed that it's like, okay, like, sounds like you're interested. It's like you want to hang out alone with me at my place to play Legend of Zelda. That sounds like something someone would say if they're interested in you. But I don't know if that's the case. Like, maybe she just wants someone to hang out with and play Legend of Zelda. That could be a possibility. Um, but one of the things that I remembered that I didn't talk about yesterday was that fact was that so apparently in Japanese culture, men and women don't typically hang out one on one um by by themselves. Um like in particularly like in a alone setting. It's like I think from time to time, I've had um like lunches or dinners with other Japanese women, but it was like they're either like just friends or coworkers or something, and it's in a like it's in a public setting. So even if it's in a public setting, like, it may or may not mean anything. But the fact that, like, she offered to like, come to my place and play Legend of Zelda together, just me and her at my place. Apparently, like, that's kind of a big deal in Japanese culture, from my understanding. Um, One of my Japanese friends, like, she was telling me that, um, when two Japanese people date, typically the way it goes is that they do about two dates, and then on the third date, they're they're going over, like, someone's um house or apartment or something, like, and I think I guess maybe the guy, I'm not too positive, if um if it has to be like the woman or the guy. But according to her, when because she I think she was kind of like, probably not anymore, but at the time, like, she just started dating someone where she got into, like, a couple dates with someone, but I don't know, either, like, she wasn't really feeling it, or she wasn't ready for, like, that third date to, like, be, like, alone in their home, like, so I'm not too sure if it was because, like, maybe she just didn't want to do it, or maybe she just wasn't ready yet. which I think that was the case. I think maybe she just wasn't like ready for that step yet. Um and but then, so, of course I'm like, so I'm like, you don't want to go, but you still want to like date or whatever. But she was saying that like, um sometimes like it and Japanese society be like this. It's where, something that's supposed to be like, that has been a socially traditional thing, and you don't follow up with that. um Actually, wait a minute. I'm unlocking memories. She did tell the guy she didn't want to go. Okay, that's what happened. And he got upset with her. And so obviously, of course, like that was that. Um and she asked me for like, like, oh, my thoughts or what dating is like in America and stuff. And it's like, well, we don't really have like a specific, rule that's like, oh, after so many dates, like we go to, no, it's like, yeah, people go to each other's homes like anywhere from like the first night they meet, or it could be like, after quite a few dates. Maybe it could be after 10 or so meetups. It's like there's no hard rule on at what point, like, you're supposed to be going over each other's homes or anything. So, um, you know, but like what I was saying is like in Japan, it's like if there's like some type of like societal norm, like, or societal like tradition, and you don't you don't go through with that, it's like, yeah, they just get upset and uppity, even though it's like it sounds completely reasonable that a girl like saw you twice, maybe doesn't feel quite comfortable yet to be with you alone on the third time you meet. um and but they don't, they're just, it's just like, how dare you, like, this is supposed to be how this works. On the third date, you go to my fucking place. Like, how fucking dare you try to fucking change shit around? So, and one of the things though is that, to keep in mind is that for some people that are out there that are complaining about how, um like people, like younger generation are trying to change like traditions, or they blame it on foreigners or whatever, like the case may be, like, it's always like fucking warped, perverted assholes that fucking complain about this shit. I mean, there was a fucking reason why, like, I think at an entire national level, um Japan like took fucking forever to raise their age of consent, because there wasn't like a national, like there was, I'm pretty sure it's officially national now, but like it wasn't before, because like even it was dependent on the prefecture. So there were, even though there were a lot of prefectures that like, it's like, okay, age of consent was like 18. um But there were others where it's like it was slightly younger than that. Like it might have been 16. There were ones that it was like fucking 14. Like it's like, yeah. Um and people like be complaining about, like, oh, change and everything, but like I said, it's always like some fucking pervy asshole. Um, but yeah, yeah. So, anyways, um, so from what I have gathered, it's supposed to be a pretty big deal when uh when when a woman, when especially like a Japanese woman, like is going to be like, especially like chooses to be alone with a man, like in their place. Um so this could mean like a couple of things. One, yeah, it could totally mean that she's interested in me, and she's using this as a way in to like to hang out, because as I was talking about yesterday, um sometimes like Japanese people in general, like they're not like very straightforward. It's like they try to find like a segue. Like they're not just gonna go up to you and be like, hey, let's hang out. Um, you'll have a talk about something, and then maybe something arises. But even then, they're still not very like um um they still don't take the initiative. She totally did, though. She fucking took the initiative when she saw her opportunity. When when I was like, yeah, I've played the older Zelda games. Like, yeah, I have a Super Famicom. She's like, oh my god, we should play together. And it's like, oh, okay. So in a way, this would kind of be like not a date, because the other times were in a date, but like even like when you hang out with another girl, but it's like in a group setting, and like they do have dates like that, where they do it in a group setting. So technically, I guess this should be the third date. But anyways, yeah. So but yeah, this is what they do, is like they try to like make it like organic. Like they don't make it forceful. Like they don't, like I said, they won't go up to you and be like, hey, let's hang out. And instead it'll come up through conversation. And then even then, yeah, they still might not do anything. So sometimes like you have to fucking take initiative. And this is the example that I have. Like at work, I had a few coworkers, and by had, like I don't mean like, they're still there, but they had this issue where I think like maybe like a few months into working there, they were showing interest in like, oh, like we should drink together, and then that's it. And this would come up, like, of course, like in conversation about like maybe like they asked me what I did for whatever weekend, and I was like, oh yeah, I went out drinking with friends. And it's like, oh, you like drinking and whatever, and then they'll be like, oh, we should go out and drink together. And and this would happen like a couple more times, and it's like they'll keep mentioning like, oh, we should go out and drink, and it's like, okay, well, whenever you want to, just let me know. And that's the problem is that you cannot put the ball in their fucking court. If you put the ball in the court, like they're going to fucking just hoard the ball. They're just going to fucking hold on to it. Fuck the shot clock. Like they're just going to fucking hold on to the ball. They're not going to do anything with it. They're just going to hold on to it. So until you fucking go up to them and snatch the goddamn ball and be like, bitch, what are you doing? Like, are you free anytime on a Saturday this fucking month? You are. Okay, because on this fucking day, we're going out drinking. And they'd be like, okay. I got you. And that's how it's like not quite, but but basically you I've noticed that because not only did that happen with them, but that also happened with with other people who showed interest in like, oh, like wanting to hang out or something. And I have to be the one. I always, except this one fucking time, I always have to take the goddamn initiative. Because if I leave it up to them, it's like no, no, they won't do it. Except this one fucking time. But every other time, like I had to be the one that has to go up to them and be like okay, um, we should um like set a date to like like hang out and drink and stuff like what's a good time for you this month. And also like these are things that I also learned about like I don't know, it's just it's so funny like going to another country and finding out like even though they're people, we're all people, but the fact that like depending on where you're from, how you do things change. It's a very interesting aspect. But anyways, but yeah, so the way Japanese people are is that they'll say like, yeah, let's hang out or whatever, but they won't set a date. And they won't do anything. Like no one does anything unless like someone takes the initiative and they set a date. And that's the big thing is setting a date. Like if you set a date for something, if you say, hey, on this day and this time we're going to go out drinking, and then and that shit is like set in fucking stone, they're just like okay. And and yeah, it's just you have to present them with dates. Like you can't just be like, oh, like yeah, let's go drink, like yeah, let's drink whenever you're free. No, no, you have to be like, oh hey, like we should go out drinking. Like okay, cool. Like how about like fucking um you know we're in January, so let's say like I don't know, January 23rd. And then then they can really be like give you yes or no. And if it's a no, you know but even if it's from no, it's like from there it's like okay, like they're like okay, we're in the actual planning stage now. So it's like okay, I can't do it to January 23rd, but how about the 24th? And then yeah. So but otherwise, yeah, I've just I with any of my coworkers I've hung out with, like it would never happen if I wasn't the one who fucking planned shit, who like went up to them and be like, "Hey, let's go out drinking on this day." Because yeah, I just got tired of like my coworkers being like, "Oh, like we should go out drinking," and but like like I didn't want to. These are really busy people. And so I'm just like okay, well just let me know when you want to, when you are free. But you can't do that to Japanese people. You can't give them you can't give them all the free will. If you give them all the free will, they will use the free will to do nothing. So you have to like go and give them a day and tell them like what the fuck to do. And then they'll be like okay, like they'll be fine. It's like I don't know, it's weird. It's like they rather be told what to do than yeah. Um but no, but the thing is that in this case when it comes to her, like we haven't set a initial date for Zelda. We were supposed to. She did set tentative dates, but she couldn't meet up with it because like something came up. But she did give me tentative dates for like I think the beginning of next month. which is good because that gives me time to try to find another Super fucking Famicom. Um, but the fact that like the one time in the history of me being here that a Japanese person took the initiative and was like, "Hey, we should play Zelda together." Like, yeah, I think that also explains like why I felt blindsided. Like I did not expect that because so far all my experience with Japanese people is like they usually like they don't really plan so much. Like there are a couple people that do like they'll have something or they'll come up with something going on, but um but I don't know, but most of my experience is just it hasn't been that, like at the very least, like not with my coworkers, with none of my coworkers. It's always been like I gotta fucking like make them do shit. And she was like the one fucking time where yeah. So again, like no date was set or anything. We did try, we tried. But I'm hoping that when I see her tomorrow, we can set a date and stuff. Damn, wish she worked at like my. Actually, no, I do not wish she worked at my main school because my main school is fucking junior high school, and she would just been busy all the time. She wouldn't have time to play Zelda because she's an elementary school teacher. So, um, which is still hard, but it's significantly more easier than being a junior high school teacher. Being a junior high school teacher, like, is tough. It's fucking tough. I do not envy them at all. And I have a friend who's like, a friend of the stream. Been on here before. I think he went by the name Ski. Um, like I think he was thinking about being a junior high school teacher, and I'm like, no, no, no. And he's like, but I'll make more money. It's like, okay, how about this? What do you value more? More money or your weekends? And because I was like, yeah, you'll make or not maybe, but like yeah, you'll make more money, but your weekends are gone. Are just fucking gone. Not only that, I was like, dude, you're going to be working from whenever you go in till like 6 or 7 o'clock at night, and then you have um you're gonna be in charge of a club. So now you have club activities like over the fucking weekend. It could take over like either maybe Saturday and Sunday, or maybe just one of those days. But about once a month, you're going to have like a fucking tournament. And this is gonna go on for both Saturday and Sunday. And they're not gonna all be around here. Like maybe you'll go down here, or maybe you'll go down here, or maybe you'll go down like to all the way to fucking Shimabara or some shit. It's like, do you want to just fucking lose a whole weekend because you got to go to Shimabara with some fucking little kids, and it's not even like, oh, you're there for the weekend, like you could just hang out with other teachers and drink. No, bitch, you're on the fucking clock. No fucking drinking for you. So yeah, so he was like, oh, like, okay, yeah, I'd rather have my weekends. I was like, exactly. So, but yeah, no, it's tough. Like, I'm working with a brand new teacher now, and it's like I feel like really bad for her. Because I don't know, like I could tell like she's just tired. I remember when she first came in, like, she was a bit more like bubbly and energetic, and sometimes she's like really good with her energy and stuff. And like not, Japanese people will be like that, but body wise, like you just look at her and I can tell like, dude, she's like fucking tired. And I think she even told me like when she went to her university like a few months ago, she I think she said like she saw like her, I don't know, it was either friends or professors or something, I think professors, and they told her like, yeah, you look tired. And it's like, yeah, because yeah, man, I mean this job is, it is tough. It is tough being a teacher, but they don't make it easy here. But anyways, all right, so I'm gonna go ahead and start get ready to play. Hopefully, we can get another coin, and then, if we're lucky, maybe two coins. I doubt though. I'm also trying not to play for a long time because I mean I wasn't even supposed to play today. And there's still like something I need to take care of before I leave. Oh, okay. Luckily I don't have any of those. Of course. Watch me not get hits. Okay, I got it. Oh, now you want to give me 3 yards. Not even fucking need it. I should give them the fucking energy. Oh, I hate it. That's such bullshit. I should have given them the 3rd energy just so I could have just killed them. Okay, I'm gonna do it now. Whoa. Hold on, I gotta ban this bot. Of course I am. Why the fuck am I? Not that matters, I can't do anything with Reinhardt. Not super good. son of a bitch. I'm a little confused. What? What? Okay, this is probably a bug because of the cheat. Alright, so I have to do this. Try to do continue duel. Not still. Anyways. I was like, this game froze for real? We get mod channels, like, I'm gonna have to reset the price. Because fuck you. Okay, fuck you and your bullshit. That mod channel like, fucking breaks the game. Oh, this is new. Oh. shit, except that one Cubone attack. Yeah, it's definitely fine, dude. I didn't have to cheat for that fight. Oh, it's an option. I should switch to that corn then. Oh, keep doing that. There's 24, that's 13. I hate this game. Oh, damn. That might be a fucking game breaking Pokemon move. Surprise duel? What the fuck? Oh, you bitch. Oh, I need to get more channel. I'm too tight for this shit. Fucking bitching. Just so have 9-4. But yeah, even though Dratini is a normal Pokemon, it's still just normal damage. You motherfucker. Yeah, see, this is why it's good I didn't fucking make him right. course he would, little bitch. So his whole deck is fucking one. I could attack with three. this is where for sure I'm going to stop for tonight. Yeah, because I know this is going to be a whole other hour. As much as I would like to get another coin, fuck that. And besides, we got two coins out of this tonight, so that's not bad. That's not bad at all. Except for the fact that apparently this game has 24 coins. I don't think they'll all be required to like beat the game though. But yeah, I think if I'm playing the game, as soon as I see credits roll, if I see fucking credits roll, like I'm done. I'm fucking done. But the game is making me do other shit to consider it like beaten. Yeah, I'm gonna be here for a bit. I don't know. Let me look up stuff and check. Hold on. Fuck. What's the... Actually, let me put how long to be. Right now, how long to beat? It takes 25 hours. Okay, so I'm getting close to that point. Okay, so I'm gonna assume that after this and I beat the final person, that the game will probably count as being beaten then, because I'm just about at that length. It says main story is 18.5 hours, which I probably would have done if I didn't fuck around. Main plus sides is 28 hours and completionist is 40 hours. Yeah, so I think the game will count as being beaten once I finish the castle. So yeah, so I just got. Let me save the game. So yeah, so I just got this and the castle. So it's probably gonna be. I'll definitely try to stream tomorrow, but I'm not gonna pretend like, I don't know, I'm gonna beat the game tomorrow, because this is probably gonna be a pain in the ass to do. But yeah, I don't know, But at the very least, I'm just hoping to be done with this game by the end of the week. And then I don't know necessarily what I'm gonna do right after this. I feel like I should play Mario RPG, the OG Mario RPG. After this, I think that's what I'm gonna do. But anyways, but yeah, that won't be until probably sometime next week, because Wednesday, tomorrow, yeah, so I should be able to stream the rest of the week, tomorrow, Thursday, and Friday. But Saturday, it sounds like I'm going to be busy all day. Sunday, I think I'm going to be busy all day. Maybe I'll be back Monday. But that's it. Like, I don't need to, study Japanese or anything. So, anyways, alright. So that's going to be it for me for tonight. Have a good night or whatever, and hopefully see you next time. See you later.